Manhwa, comics of South Korea, and Manhwa, comics of China. I remember my first ever time reading a manhwa, and it was Solo Leveling. I had no idea that things like this existed, and Solo Leveling opened the doors to all manhwa. A lot of people do not know what manhwas are, and I hope this video gets you into it. This is going to be an little educational video for you. Manhwas are South Korean comics, and manhwa are Chinese comics. I don't read a lot of manhwa, but I do read a lot of manhwa. There's a lot of variety of comics, just like any comics, but these comics bring a whole lot of creativity and just basically new ideas. And I've been reading manhwa, I think, for 5 years, and I've just never bored of it. I always have a chapter to look forward to. I always have a webtoon to look forward to. They're also called webtoons, by the way, but I always have something to look forward to the next day because I just read so many of them. In this video, I'm going to be ranking my favorite manhwa of all time that I currently have read. But yeah, without no further ado, let's get straight into it. You'll hear a lot of reoccurring title names like Necromancer, Regressed, or Reincarnation. There are a lot of manhwas and manhwas that have the same plot but different characteristics and different art styles. There's sometimes a lot of repetitiveness in manhwas, but I am a simple man, and if it has great art, great characters, like, you got me, because manhwas, basically comics in general are just eye candy. If it looks cool, then I'm gonna read it. But I get it. There's a lot of people that love story and love the plot, and that's also a big factor in story making as well. I'm gonna be ranking it off of story, art, and world building. First one we got. Wow, we're going straight out the gate. Now this is all randomized too. Solo Leveling. I'm just going to say this right now. I might be a little biased, but I don't care. This is going in masterpiece because this was my first ever manhwa that I've ever read. I absolutely loved it. This got me into manhwa, and you may have heard Solo Leveling because they made an anime out of this, and they're making a game. Well, I think they already made a game, but I think they're finalizing the game, which I'm going to play. I'm letting y'all know. Spoiler. Crap. But the art style, I love. Rest in peace to Dubu. And the story, I can't lie, I really love the story. And I love the concept of, if you ever hear Necromancer, you're going to be thinking about this manhwa, because this manhwa, I can't 100% confirm that it started the Necromancer supremacy, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. And if you never read Solo Leveling and you're trying to get into manhwa, I really recommend this manhwa because this is really good. It's really fun, and it's just straight epic. The story goes really deep as well, which is really cool. And it also plays into the sequel, Solo Leveling Ragnarok, which I will get to it later in the video. But I love the shadows. And I'm not afraid to admit this, but 50% of the reason why I love the show is because of the shadows. I love the shadows. I love the concept of when you kill a beast, you can make them into a shadow and they fight for you. That is amazing. And I just love the creativity in Dubu's designs of the shadows. It's just straight up epic, and I love it. And I wanted to know so much about the story that I read the web novel, and every Wednesday when I would just go to high school before class, I would read a chapter because it comes out in the mornings on Wednesdays, and I would just read it, and knowing what's gonna happen, I'm just looking forward to how they depict it in the manhwa. And Dubu never disappointed me. It was always cool. So I'm talking about so much of this because, again, this is my favorite manhwa, and one of my favorite manhwas, and this just opened the doors to everything. Demon King. Now, this got dropped by like a lot of translator like websites, and I didn't know why, but this is basically a Murium. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Murium. Basically, Murium is like a Chinese mythical period where there's a lot of like martial arts. There's what is it? Cultivation, a lot of cultivation, and this was one. And I kind of liked it. It was, I mean, I'm still reading it. It's all right. I've read so much manhwa and manhwa with the same plot, and I'm just like, you can basically read it out sometimes, but the only thing that's different is again the art and the characteristics. And this one was, well, it's still going on, so I can't say for sure. Unlike Soul Leveling, because that ended already. I would give it its average. I would give its average. Okay, this manhwa, Bones. Oh my gosh. If y'all ever read this manhwa is a ride. And this manhwa is crazy. The most unpredictable manhwa I have ever read in my life. This is berserk level of pain. I can't explain too much of this, but this manhwa is crazy. The art style is a 10 out of 10. Amazing art. Amazing art. The plot, I'm going to be real, it had so much potential, but then it just abruptly ended. And yeah, the characters were, I really wish we got more characters because I felt like the world building would have been insane. But yeah, it's just a story about this boy that has regenerative powers, and every time when he regenerates, if he got a scar, it would create bones as armor. And he got bullied a lot for it, and he got a lot of scars for it, and just his life, his upbringing is just straight up terrible. And just like Soul Leveling, there are portals and rifts into monster worlds, and he got pushed into one by the bully, and the monsters just tore him up. And every time when he regenerates, it's excruciatingly painful. And yeah, he slowly just loses his mind, and he makes it back from the portal, and he basically goes on a rampage, and the world gets wind of this, and they classify him as a monster, and the strongest adventurers, the strongest hunters try to kill him. But it's dang near impossible to kill, bro. And that's all I can really say. And it just goes it gets more crazier and crazier and crazier. It's insane. Because of that, the story, it had so much potential, but it was bad. Art style, it was awesome, but the story was just the world building. It has so much potential. I would I would give it average. The Demon King actually has a story, and you need a story to make a comic. Like, and sometimes there are stories that just aren't meant to make sense, and there are stories that just aren't meant to. And I think Bones is a really good example of it. If you want goriness, if you want just straight up effed up things, you will find it in this manhwa. And it just fascinates me to this day. Just like, what the heck did I just read? Worn Torn Newbie. Now, this has a lot of chapters in it, as I know. And I know he goes into dungeons to pick up items and to make himself stronger. I unfortunately dropped this, but maybe I could pick it up again. I know that the story, it has to be really good because there's just so many chapters of it. The art style I know is good, and world building I would think it's good. I would I would put it in fine. I would put it in fine because I, even though I dropped it, like, I bet you if I pick it up again, it would be really good because again, my taste has changed over time, and yeah, I would probably get into it. Superhuman Era. Now, this manhwa is extremely underrated. Extremely. I don't hear it talked about enough. It went on a year hiatus and it just came back. So, again, if you're new to manhwa, I recommend you read this if you want some action, if you want something that'll make your heart pump. I swear, the fight between Whitecap and Behemoth, straight up, my heart was pumping. I was like, it's so epic. That is my favorite fight till this day. It is amazing. It's basically, as it says, superhuman era, just humans that awaken abilities, and yeah, there's these otherworldly beings called Inhumans. Yep. And they try to invade the world, but these superhumans need to, well, now they're called the Superhuman Alliance, needs to defend Earth. And yes, these Inhumans are extremely powerful, and the fights and the art style is unique and different, and it's amazing. And for that, I'm putting it in great. It is really good. Existence. Now, I won't lie, because we don't lie here. I only read like 3 chapters of this, and I remember it had so much potential. There's a lot of people that make a big deal out of nothing, and there's people that are just not satisfied with nothing. Don't listen to those people. Just read it and think it, and just see what do you think of it. Because I didn't read all of it, and I imagine that it has a lot of potential, and that it's good. But I don't know. I'm gonna put it in average, because again, I didn't read it. And there's a lot of these manhwas that when I was getting into manhwa, my attention span was so quick. I was like, if it didn't capture my attention in a chapter, I don't want it. Damn Reincarnation. I remember this manhwa before it went on a break was pretty good. I was interested in, and I don't know if it's dropped or it's on hiatus. The art style is really unique. It's really cool. Again, there's reincarnation. You're gonna hear a lot of that, reincarnated or reincarnation or regressed in a lot of these, because that's a reoccurring theme in manhwas, and I think that's what made manhwas so big, because that's what most of them do. But yeah, I remember this being good, so I'm gonna just put it in good. What the heck is this one? Return of the Shattered Constellation. I remember this one being good. I remember this one being good. The art style was good. I think they're on hiatus right now. And yeah, just a guy that used to be a god that just comes back, and he just goes and wrecks stuff and destroys gods. And for that, I would say this was, I can't put it very, man, can I put it very good? It was good. The art was good. I was interested. Like, I would put it in very good. Superhuman Battlefield, I think this is what it's called. And I gotta get back into this manhwa. I gotta get back into it, but because this is one of the manhwas that my attention span was really quick. I didn't give that much a chance, and I need to get back into this manhwa because I know this is good, but I just got to get back into it. I would definitely say I would definitely put it in fine, because again, I don't want to assume. I'm just gonna go off of what I remember. Overpowered sword. Now this one, really unique art style. The story is really good. Just about this kid that gets chosen as a hero and grows powerful and saves people. And the art style and I another thing that I like about stories is the layers to power. The layers of power. I want to know. I like techniques. I like abilities. I like the creativity that the creator puts into making a power system, and I love that. And this one really has it, and I really like it. And I also love character designs, monster designs. I really dig that. I like the wide range. I like the range of it all. I like the range. Like, I just like the range of it all. There's so much to it. I like so much to a story. But yeah, this one is pretty dang good. It's on break right now. I would definitely put it in very good. Youngest Scion of the Mages. I remember before the art style changed, I really dig it. A lot of manhwas, when they go on break, they change their art styles, which I don't like. Nobody likes that. If it gets better, then okay. But if it gets worse, then yeah, we don't like that. But there's a lot of circumstances. And before the art style changed, I really liked it. I would put it in good. And you know what? I'm gonna put it in good because it's really good. And I just, when the art style changed, it just kind of went downhill for me. Return of the Eighth Class Magician. Oh my god, this one's. I remember this one. Oh my gosh. I gotta go back to just read it because this was just way back then when I was starting out. I just remember it being good, and for nostalgia's sake, I'm gonna put it in good. Oh my god, this one right here. This had potential. This is a manhwa. That means it's a Chinese comic. This had a lot of potential, but it just kind of went down the drain. I don't like to put stuff in bad, but it had a lot of potential. It to be honest, is this still going on? I don't even know if this is going on or not. But from what I last remember, it got dropped. So I'm gonna just put it in bad because it had a lot of potential and it just got shut off. Reincarnation of the suicidal battle god. Oh my goodness. I remember this is like extremely like hardcore. Like, and the battles are cool. Like, art is cool, and just I think a very like kind of a simple plot, and I don't mind that at all. Pretty cool. That's all I could say just from looking at this. It's pretty cool. I would definitely put it right here. Why I quit being the Demon King. Now, same as Superhuman Battlefield, I gotta read it. I gotta get back into reading it because I know it's good, and I gotta get back into reading it. The dark mag- the dark mag- the dark magician that trans transmigrated. Oh my god, this is a very ridiculous title. The dark magician transmigrates from 660. I can't even say that number, but I remember this one. Again, there's a regressed manhwa, and just from what I remember, it was pretty dang interesting, and I know it's still going on. I remember there was this one character that's power is just so broken that it doesn't make sense, and I remember it made me so frustrated because I'm just like, it's a character that you just want to just die. It's just a character that you don't like. I just remember that. That's all I remember. But I remember this being good, and I got to get back into it. I would definitely put this right here. It's pretty good. Killer Petro or Killer Peter. This one is an assassination, like assassinator, spy type of manhwa. And this manhwa is actually drawn by a female artist, which is a pretty cool fun fact. It looks straight up amazing. And there's another manhwa that was illustrated by her that's on this list as well. I love her art style, and I just love the story, the characters. I love the characters, the world building, the world building is really good. It's really good. And yeah, it's about this legendary assassin that just mysteriously turns younger again, and he doesn't know how, and just goes back to his past and just has a lot of stuff to rewrite. And for that, I would definitely put it in great. It's a really good manhwa. Kill the Dragon. Now I remember this one. Obviously they gotta kill monsters, and they got battle suits, and I'm trying to compare it to something, but I don't remember. But yeah, this is a pretty good manhwa. Like, I would definitely put it right. I would definitely put it right here because, again, this is probably gonna be the section where like I gotta get back into it. I know it's good, but I gotta get back into it. Dungeon Odyssey. Now the art style to this is very unique. The story is unique. It is. But it took me so long to get into it because in the beginning it didn't reel me in. And I know it's bad of me, but I'm not the only one that does this. I just skipped. I kind of skipped the story because I was like, I couldn't get into it. Just show me the battles. That's how I am with Salman was. Like, I just want to see the battles. That's kind of how I am. And the battles to this it's really good. The art style is just really unique. And I know this is based off of a web novel as well too. For that, I would definitely put it because I gotta go back and read it. I gotta give it a bigger chance. I gotta give it more of a chance to go back and read it. My daughter is the final boss. I know that this mon was really cute and just really cute. I liked it. I would definitely put it right here. I just liked it. The reinformation of the deadbeat noble. Now this one, the story, pretty good. The art, I love the art style. And yeah, the world building, it's all right. They're confined in a continent. It's not like the world. They're confined in a continent. And yeah, it's just about this deadbeat noble that just didn't do anything, and now I don't remember how he got his powers or how he awakened, but just everybody just had so low hope for him, and now he's back on his feet and he's becoming a sword master. And the characters, I love the characters too, and the growth to his powers. I love character growth, and that I would definitely put in very good. It's very good. The Extra Academy Survival Guide. I remember this. I think they're. Did it end or is it on break? I think it's on break. I'm like, there's no way it ended. I don't remember if it ended or not. But this was really good. The characters, I like the characters, a story. It's basically just this character, and you'll see this in some manhwas too. That a character gets sucked into a game. It's basically an isekai, sort of online kind of. And with the plot, yeah, he gets stuck in the game. That he goes into the game and he knows everything about the game, but he just needs to survive as this stupid character, this like low, basically an NPC. He got to survive at an NPC, and that's basically what it's about. And he has to survive, and it's really cool. The art style is pretty cool, and I would definitely put it on the. I'll definitely put it very good. The Unrivaled Spear Knight. Now I remember this was really good, and then I kind of dropped it because it kind of got repetitive, and I didn't know what was going on. And I would definitely put it in average. Like Bones, if it's better than Bones, that's saying something. If it's worse than Bones, that's saying something. Existence, actually put that up there because it actually has a story. But Bones is just so different. It's just different. Nah, I gotta put it in bad because it just didn't have a story. The art style was the only thing that was carrying it for me, and the power levels and stuff. It just the power scaling that just goes out the window, bro. Worthless regression. I remember this was interesting. I gotta put it up here because I gotta read it again. I gotta read it. I know it's good. The player that can't level up. This is one of those stories where the power scaling and the world building just is just too much. You know, like what is it called? The God of High School, kind of, where there's so many dang characters and there's so much to it where it's just like, this is crazy. I can't keep up. I think this is kind of one of them where I just couldn't keep up with it. It just, you got to have like a ceiling to the strongest, but there's some that just kept going and going where it's just like, it's too much. I don't know. There's just some where it just overwhelms you. There are some stories that just can overwhelm you. And I would put it right here. I would put it right here. It's pretty average. Architect Devouring Player. Now it's still cooking up, and yeah, just decent. It again, it's a repetitive plot. Just a hunter that comes back after dying and just tries to get stronger, rewrite his fate. Just reoccurring. I would put it right here. Your talent is mine. Now this one is a manhwa, and this is about a player that gains it, like, not, well, a person that gains the abilities to copy other what they call talents, and he just goes on to make it his own and become powerful and meet powerful just powerful characters and powerful villains, and just gets their talent and then uses that to become even more powerful. And there's a lot to the story, but just the chapters, they're short, and just when the chapters come out, there's no reoccurring date. It comes out once or twice a month, and it's just so random. And I'm just like, if they change that, I think it would be much more better. But we're not talking about when it releases. We're talking about the story. I would say it's pretty all right. The art style is very unique, though. Very unique. The story, again, it's kind of repetitive. Well, to the other ones, but again, I gotta stop thinking of it as a broader scale and just think of it as individual, because like they're different in little ways. I would say I would put it right here. Mist Might Mayhem. Now I know this is good, but I gotta get into it. So I would put it I will put it right here. Merriam Logan. I'm gonna put this in gray because it is gray. It's one of those manhwas that made me laugh. It's comedic and the fight scenes are pretty cool. The characters are freaking cool. It's basically where a world where there are monsters and where there are powers. Is it like a game or something? Did he like get like transfer like go into a game? But it's when he can go back to the Merriam world and into reality. And the powers from where he gets in the Merriam world transfer over to reality. And I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, it's just a pretty cool manhwa. I think it's a manhwa. Yeah, I think it is a manhwa. Even though like it's Merriam Logan, Merriam again is a Chinese mythological world, and I'm just like I think Manhwa should do it more than manhwas. Legend of the Reincarnated Demon God. I gotta get back into this manhwa. Gotta get back into this. I would put it in fine because I think it is fine, but I was like I just kind of lost it and I got to get back into it. Player that returned from 10,000 years. This one is pretty it's really good. The main character is a character that got sucked into a demon portal and just had to survive there for 10,000 years, and he developed an ability that made him stronger, and he eventually climbed up the ranks to become the Demon King. And he just hated it there, and he just wanted to go back to Earth, and he did. And it's not as easy as like him laying low because there's a lot of stuff that follows him. And the art style was really cool, and it still is pretty cool. It's just it was really cool before. It's one of the manhwas that had to change the art style at the next season, and I don't know, it just kind of degraded the story because manhwa art can really degrade a story. I think, in my opinion, and yeah, but it's still pretty good. It's still pretty good. I would definitely get it a very good. Fated to be loved by villains, just like in a title. He gets transported into a game, and he just needs to get on the women's side, or else they're gonna destroy the world because they're I think they were chosen by demons, and I think later on then they get corrupted, and the demons that chose them take over their body, and they just destroy everything, and he has to love them, I guess, preventing them from doing that. So I would give it right now. It's average. I will put it right here. Nano Machine. Now I gotta start. I gotta because now with this story, since the main character reached the peak, I don't know if there's even a higher ceiling for him to reach. So I'm like, I don't know if it's just him just destroying everything now, and I just love the abilities and stuff. It's a Merriam manhwa, and I got to go back into it because I think they're finally explaining the nano machine. I'm gonna put spoilers in the title because there's some that like if you're reading it, like but yeah, I'm just like it's really good. If you're starting to read manhwa, I would recommend this because it's actually great. Doctor Rebirth. Now this is a doctor that got reincarnated into a Merriam world where he was a doctor in his past life, and now he's a doctor in this life. But he also learns martial arts too. It's pretty cool. And I don't know if it's based off of a story that he knows that he reincarnated into. I kind of forgot about that, but I remember it being pretty good. This one, I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I don't remember it. I would probably put it in average because I don't remember it. This one, I don't remember. I'm gonna be honest because I don't remember, and I need to reread a lot of these manhwas. But a lot of these manhwas I have read, but I just forgot and I dropped it. And I would put it. And again, read all these manhwas too, because if I got into it, you would get into it. I would put it right here because I don't really remember. A Regressor's Manual. I remember I really dig this manhwa. I think it's about a character that does he go into a story? Yeah. He reincarnates into a world, and he's one of those manipulator, like, I need to survive by all costs, by any means necessary type of character. And that's how he makes his way through the story, and that's how he survives. But there's more to it that I don't remember, because oh, there's so much more to the story. But please read this. This is actually really interesting. It's just that I lost it along the way, and I do need to go back into it. I would definitely put it. It's really good. I would put it. Yeah, it's really good. You know, yeah, put it right there. What the heck is this one? I know I forgot the title of this. I kind of forgot the title of this, but I like the dragon. Dragon's really cute. I like their relationship, and I think that's why I read the manhwa. Because I like their relationship and I want to see how they grow, because it's literally like father and son. So I would because of that, I would I would put it, I mean, it's pretty good. I would put it in good. Balanced Necromancer. Now, this is I think like is it like a game that goes into the real world and they have to climb the tower? I'm not really good at explaining some of these plots, but it has a lot of fight scenes and the art is pretty cool. The world building, well, inside the tower is pretty cool, but in the real world, it's kind of alright. Like, it's like the characters, I mean, that like the character gathering in the real world is alright, but the scaling to this is awesome. I would put it in very good. The Academy's undercover professor, I think that's what it's called. Got to get back into this manhwa. I know it's pretty good. I would put it right here. And yeah, there's a lot of manhwas that I don't have that much to comment on, because some manhwas are either just like that or I just don't remember. Childhood of the Zenith. Another regressor manhwa. Muriuem. That's all you need to know. The character again, the characters are different, and the power leveling system is different. Like, they have the same plot, but it's still different. It's still unique. And I would put this in good. It's cooking up. Solo max level newbie. This is also really good. This is like Balanced Necromancer, but I think it's just a lot better with the world building and the characters. The art is on par, but just the characters and the story is just way better. I would put it great. It's really good. This one, Magic Tower Problem Child. This is still going, so I don't have that much to say or comment about this. But again, it's a regressor manhwa. Return of the Abyss. Now, I have a lot to say about this one, because this literally looks like the solo leveling art style and story, but AI generated. Read this and tell me this does not look like it's AI generated, which I just don't like, and therefore I'm gonna put it in bad, because it just looks like it's AI generated, and I'm just like, it just looks like a solo leveling like art like knockoff, and I just think that's kind of, I don't like, I just didn't like it. I'm just like, what the heck? This just looked like it's AI generated. The Sword Master's youngest son. This one's so good. This is a regressor manhwa where just the main character was born into a family, but he was the lowest of the low in the family, and he just died in a very sad way, and now he regressed, and now he knows, he has the knowledge, he uses the knowledge to an advantage, and he just uses that to his advantage, and he becomes powerful and gets recognized. And the art is amazing, amazing art. And the story, again, repetitive to a lot of these, but again, what makes it different is the characters and the power scaling. And I definitely think that this one is the better ones, and therefore I will put it right here. Return of the SSS class ranker. Now, this art style, top top three favorite like art styles. How they did the art and how they depicted the just the characters and the character design, everything, the designing aspect and the art aspect is just one of my favorites, and I love it. But the story, again, this is a little spoiler. Yeah, the story is just soul leveling apply when I say solo leveling, I mean you go into a game virtually, you put on a headset, you go into the game virtually. But this one, you don't get stuck in the game. You can go back and forth. But it's weird because this guy actually regressed after he died to other players that he was fighting called Ragnarok. And when he died in the game, he had to restart. But instead of restarting, he literally regressed a few years before the game went viral. And now he can go back to the game knowing everything. He uses that to his advantage. The art style heavily, I don't know if it actually does. It heavily carries this manhwa. It heavily carries, and I love it. I love it. I always wait for the fighting and just the battles. It's amazing. But they recently changed the plot when it recently has come back with a new season, and they changed the plot to it. And in the web novel, I did read the web novel. It just continues on that he gets stronger in the game. He keeps getting stronger until he fights Ragnarok again. But in the manhwa, it becomes a manhwa only plot, and it's pretty interesting. The game simulator becomes reality. That's all I'm gonna say. The gaming world becomes reality. And I think that is a very huge change, and I'm all for it. I'm really looking forward to every chapter because again, the art style is amazing. The world building and the game reality, it's called The Lord. They named it The Lord. Awesome. And now they're breaking it into the reality world, and the world building is gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. And I just really love the art style. I'm a nerd when it comes to character designs, monster designs. I'm just a nerd for it. And this manhwa just brings out the nerd in me. And for that, I won't put it in masterpiece because it hasn't ended. None of these manhwas have ended. Let's just make that clear. The reason I'm not really putting it in masterpiece is because it hasn't ended. I would definitely put it right here. I would definitely put it right here. It's so good. It's just good to me. Oh my god, what is this? The Iron Bloodhound Sword Hound thing? Yeah, another regressor manhwa, and yeah, it's really all you need to know. And just like what I've said with the other ones, he uses the knowledge that he had from his past life to his advantage. And again, the power scaling is different, techniques are different, characters are different, and yeah, each and every one of these regressor manhwas are different. Um, but I would say this is a really good. This is a good one. I would say right here, the Great Mage returns after 4,000 years. Now, okay, now this one, they just came back after a hiatus, and I gotta look back on it because again, spoiler, the main character becomes the strongest, and um, now he has to make a decision of if he goes with is his name Michael? Where he goes with Michael to other realities to help him stabilize other realities, or he stays on Earth and becomes insane. Because the main character was a character that no, one of the characters, the main villains, he the power consumed him, and he just wanted to destroy everything, and he became insane. And now that the main character has that power, he has to make the choice if he's gonna stay on Earth and destroy everything because he can, and it consumes him and it consumes his mind, and he goes crazy, or he goes with Michael and goes to other realities to stabilize, I guess, other realities. But I know that I'm not explaining it real well, but that's literally what happens. I like the art style, really unique, the demigods, and yeah, I just remember this being one of the first manhwas I ever read, and just coming back with it. It was just like out of nowhere. I'm just like, what? But yeah, this manhwa technically finished, but it's still continuing with a sequel. But I would put it in very good. I mean, it was good. This is another one that I don't know why it just this one right here and this one is literally kind of the same. They're, but I don't know. Wait, so this one is with that. I gotta remember which is which. Oh my god, because it's literally the same. I'm just like, it's just you can tell when you just buy it side to side, it looks the same. but both of them has really cool art styles and different characters, but just kind of the same story, but just different techniques and everything. So I'm just gonna put it like that. The necromancer's evolutionary traits. I would say this is a necromancer manhwa, like the title says, and yeah, I would say the art style is really unique. I would say I would put on the top of actually I know I'll put on good. It's pretty good. The genius blinker. Blinker is referred to as a spell where you when you use it you're in one place, and then if you use blink you automatically teleport a short distance in an instant. And that's depicted in some manhwas and in some games and stuff. And this is another, like, he reincarnates into a game that he knows all about, uses his knowledge to his advantage, and his only ability to use is Blinker. And yeah, he reincarnates as this just low tier NPC character that can only use Blink. And yeah, and that's literally it. Just like the Extra Academy Survival Guide. I would put it, since it's still cooking, the art style is really unique. I would put it I'll put it right here. The Fox, what the heck? The Fox Evolutionary of the Demon Academy or something. There's a manual where he reincarnates into a story that he wrote, and knowing what he wrote, he needs to survive as this villain that he reincarnated into, and just needs to make his way through the Demon Academy, and it's still cooking up, so I can't really say that much. So I'm gonna put it right here because this is the same way, and this is the same, this is the same. Mr. Devourer, please act like the final boss. Now this is the same artist that created what is it called? A Returner's Magic Should Be Special, which is not on this list. Crap, I forgot to add that. But this is the same artist, which automatically put me on it. And yeah, just about this final boss. That's the strongest boss in all of the regions. There's multiple bosses that they classify as the strongest dungeons, but he's the strongest of them all. And it's just his story, I guess. And it's crazy. I don't remember much of the plot, but I know there's heroes that, and I know there's a war going on with like orcs. And oh yeah, the orcs leader is one of the great dungeons. That's what they're called. One of the great dungeons, and he's going to war with an empire that is known as the strongest empire. And none of the dungeon masters, including the devourer, does it tackle because it's difficult. And I know that's what's going on. And yeah, this guy, the devourer, is just lazy as all heck, and he just doesn't want to do anything. He just wants to be left alone, but trouble seems to find his way. I would definitely put it right. I would definitely put it, I would guess, actually no, put it right there. I would put it, I'd put it right here because it has a lot of potential. The Indomitable Martial King. Now this one's pretty unique. And this is why. So there is the main character. I can't even say his name, Ryfanar or something. And he was with his party. And basically he just didn't like humans, Ryfanar. And my mind just went blank. In this world, humans use monsters as slaves. And it's happening all over the continent. And the main character, Reifenhar, opposes it strongly. He even goes to war with the kingdoms to save everybody, to save all the slaves, to save everybody. And later on in his life, he gathers strong creatures like orcs, dark elves, trolls, and he just gathers very strong monsters, and he makes his own kingdom called the Antares County. And at the end of the road, the strongest humans come together and take on Reifenar, and they kill all of his subordinates, which he calls the Heavenly Kings, and it's just a final battle. And in the end of the moment, there was one character that fought him till the end, and that was Teslan. He is known as the Martial King. And at their final battle, Rivenheart uses what is it called? A device or something that can turn back time. Probably the strongest device that he ever obtained or created. And in the midst of activating it, Teslan, the Martial King, just wanted to prevent him from using it. And then as it activated, it surrounded them both. And they regressed many years. But Reifenhard switched to Teslan's body, and Teslan switched to Rivenheart's body. So now the main character Rivenheart is in the Martial King's body. And now he has to figure out how the heck is he gonna work this like he's a Martial King. He was a mage before. And now Teslan, who was the Martial King, is now a mage. And they basically switched off, and now they need a Teslan still has the same objective. He has to kill Reifenhard, and Reifenhard has to save the slaves again and make his kingdom again. And yeah, it's really good. I'm not the best at explaining, but just read the manual for yourselves. That's all I can say. It's really good. It's unique because of that. They switched bodies, which is really unique, and not a lot of manuals do that. And I would put it right here because I love the power scaling. I love the creativity. I love the character designs. Really cool. I would definitely put it right here. Really great. Dungeon Architect. Now this one, it's about a human that regressed into this other world, and he was an architect in his past life. And now he needs to make his way through the world as the Demon King's successor. And yeah, he's just running for his life with his comrades. And we're still waiting for the part where he actually makes his own dungeon. Because I'm like, wait a minute, it's called Dungeon Architect. Why isn't he making his own dungeon? I get that he's running for his life from the heroes, but like, what the heck? Like, you need to make a dungeon, bro. And I think he's about to start doing it. And a lot of people are like, where's the Dungeon Architect, bro? But it's now starting again. This is a new manhwa, so it's still cooking up. So, but the art style is 10 out of 10, amazing, unique. World building is still fresh, so I can't really say anything about it. The Last Adventurer. Now another regressor manhwa, and the art style is pretty crazy, really crazy. I would definitely put it in good. Put it right here. Regressing with the new king's power. I really like this manhwa. It's really new, and it's just like Soul Leveling. He gets powers, and just like, actually no, it's more like Your Talent Is Mine. He absorbs powers, and he uses the powers of his enemies as his own. But we get more to the story of how he regressed. In the beginning, you actually get it of how he regressed. He was a really strong fighter, and then when he died, he met the person called the king, and he basically gives him his powers, and he regresses him, and he wants him to become stronger and inherit his powers. And yeah, the world building is pretty insane. It's pretty cool, and the art style is pretty cool, and yeah, characters pretty cool. I love like characters. Like, I love the amount of characters. Like, I want there to be. I love world building. That's the thing about me. I like world building. I like the amount of like characters that are presented, and just have a lot of like room to like, theorize, and just it's really cool. I would definitely, since it's still cooking up, I'm gonna put it in very good. I'm gonna put it in very good. Soul Leveling Ragnarok. This is the sequel to Soul Leveling, and instead of Sung Jin Woo, this is Sung Soo Ho, his son, and it's still cooking. The art style, they made it as close to Dubu's art style as they could, and it looks great. In the first half of the story, I read the web novel, so I knew what was gonna happen. But just like this one, Return of the SSS Class Ranker, they changed the story in the manhwa only. It's not the web novel anymore, so people can't say like, "Oh, I know what's gonna happen because I read it." Now you don't know what's gonna happen because it's only a manhwa exclusive, which I think was a really crazy move. And they are making it completely different. They're making the Soul Leveling universe to be alternative timelines, like Marvel, how they did it. It's timelines, and this is a specific timeline that we're experiencing in the manhwa. I call it, this is the manhwa timeline, and then there's the web novel timeline. I mean, there's the novel timeline. No, it's called a light novel. I don't know why I kept saying. Well, that's the same, but they're still cooking. So I'm going to put it right here because they're still cooking, and I still have a lot of concerns. The powers, the art is 10 out of 10. World building, it's inheriting Soul Leveling, so it's up there. It's just how he handles the shadow powers. Like I said for Soul Leveling, and I'm not ashamed to say it, 50% of the reason why I love Soul Leveling is because of the shadows and the necromancy. And they're making his necromancy and his inheritance to the Shadow Monarch's powers very different. And I'm like, okay. But knowing, I read the light novel, so knowing how he used his powers like Sung Jin Woo, it's just like I want him to still use those powers like that. But they're making him have different powers, and I'm just like, I don't know. That's why I don't have a specific opinion about it yet, because I'm like, I need to let it cook. I need to let it cook. Something about a Death Knight. That's not the title. I was just like, I don't remember the title. But it's about this hero that developed this insane power, and he later on in his life he fought an Archlich and he fell to him, and the Archlich made him a Death Knight. Basically, it's um basically you'll see a lot of this in some manhwas where you can make, when you defeat um a person, you can reanimate them into a Death Knight where you can control them, and that's basically what the Archlich Dogo used with him. And with his insane power, he basically helped the Archlich destroy kingdoms. And when the MC, which is now turned into a Death Knight, got defeated by the strongest fighter in all of the kingdoms, he began to regain his senses. And he went on his way to destroy the Archlich, but then in the end he offed himself, and that's when he regresses, and now he needs to get stronger in order to defeat the Archlich, which will reawaken again. I think that's pretty interesting. It's still cooking like these ones, so I have to put it right here. It's still cooking. Actually, put it right here. Yeah, put it right here because it's still cooking. Standard reincarnation. Now, I got to get back into this one, so I'm gonna put it right here because I need to get back into that one. Oh my god, pick me up if it had gotcha. Now this one is pretty cool. This one, I'm not the best at explaining it, and I know I'm gonna have a hard time explaining that. But it's good. Art is good. Story's pretty good. World building is pretty good. Therefore, it's good. Trust me, it's as simple as that. Do not think too hard about this. Do not think too hard about these manhwas. Return of the Disaster Class Hero. Oh man, this was really good. This one's really good though. Has it gone on a break? I don't know if it's gone on a break yet. But yeah, another regressor manhwa, and it's the strongest hero that got trapped in the final tower, but he was betrayed by his party. Not his whole party, a specific member of his party, and he was trapped in the tower and fought endlessly for many years until the tower finally collapsed by him defeating the final well, not the final boss. He did defeat the final boss, but he also killed the the one that keeps the tower together. And then after many years, he comes back, and he comes back, but he comes back very younger. So I think something in the tower made him regress back to his younger self, but he's in the future. Art's really good. and the world building's pretty good. MC is pretty cool. Yeah, I would definitely put in great. It's really great. Jungle Juice, I gotta get back into this because they're still releasing chapters of this. This has been out for a minute. This is like really close to an OG manhwa. This has been out for a minute, and I know it's good. So I'm gonna put it, frick, dude. I'm gonna put it right here because I know it's really good. Faded Villain. This is a manhwa, Chinese comic, and I didn't really get into it that much. So put it right here. I know that it's pretty cool. If you like a mischievous MC, then that's up your alley. Ellis Seed. Now this one is pretty cool. Oh my gosh, this one's pretty cool. Like I always look forward to the next chapter. It's basically a world of superhumans. They have abilities. There's a ranking system, and one of the rankers, which is oh shoot, what's his name? Oh shoot, no, Caden. That's his name, Caden. And in a nutshell, he basically gets his a disciple, and he didn't really want a disciple, but this the main character that is his disciple, I forgot his name, which is crazy, actually makes Caden want to make him his disciple, and yeah, the MC just tries to get stronger and inherit his power and inherit his name. And the fights are really cool, characters are really cool, and it's hard to dislike it really. But I didn't hear this until later on. I got into this I think a few months ago because I was like, wait a minute, a lot of people talk about this. Let me see what it's about. It's really good. I would definitely put it right here. It is very good. Actually, no, we're not gonna do it like that. We're gonna put it right here. It's really good. Oh my god, this is the I forgot what this is called, but I know it's still going on. I just got lost in it and I just kind of dropped it. But that was back then. I might have to get back into this. I know it's really good. I know it's really good. That's the thing about most of these. It's hard for me to get into it, but I know it's good. That's just how it is. This is just my personal opinion. Who know? There's a lot of people that love this, and you might love it. A lot of these are really just suggestions that can really help you get into manhwa. I would definitely put it right here. I know it's really dang good. Kill the Hero. Now, this was a really good story, but then I think it just ended weirdly. I think it ended weirdly. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's a good story. Like the art is really cool, unique, and just it just ended weirdly. I was just like, why did it end like that? It's just the ending didn't hit me at all. So I'm just gonna put it in fine because in top of fine. It was fine. The ending just ended weird. Actually, no, it was good, but the ending just didn't get me. Oh my god, something with sashimi in it. I don't remember the title, but oh my gosh. Another manhwa where the character regresses into a game they know, and yeah, he gets a harem. That's it. And again, it's repetitive. But again, the character is different, power is different. It's different, but it's just the same plot. I would put it right here. It's pretty good. The art is really it really carries it too. Oh my gosh, I don't even remember this manhwa. I don't even remember the name, which is terrible. Oh man, because I know I dropped it, and I think it also got dropped. So I would just put it right here. Oh my god, the legendary mercenary, I think that's what it's called. Or no, that's not what it's called. Mercenary enrollment, that's what it's called. This came out so long ago, and I think it's still releasing chapters. Dang, I gotta get back into it. I gotta get back into it. Put it right here because I gotta get back into it. This is something with offing himself to become powerful. It's been a minute, but I know that this is really good. This is really good, and I gotta jump back into it. I know that it's better. No, that's right here. No, because the world building I know is really cool, but the plot can sometimes get complex. I don't know. Maybe for me, maybe because I lose the plot sometimes, but I would definitely put it right here. Gosu. This is, I think, a Manhwa, and it is from the Miriam world, and just a disciple of the heavenly demon, I think, and yeah, he tries to hide away, but problems always find him. And yep, that's all you need to know. I would definitely, and it ended as well, so I can say what I want to say. I would definitely put it right here. I would put it right here. It's pretty dang good. White Blood. Now, like I said with Killer Patro, this is the same artist that did this one. It already ended. It's a romantic vampire story, and I like romance. I gotta read romance every once in a while. And this was really good. This was really good. I would definitely put it right here. It was hold on. I will put it right here. No. Hold on, no. I gotta put it right here. It was really good. It was really good. The ending was just really good. The Challenger, this got dropped. This has so much potential. Put it right here. The Boxer, I know it's that this kid that just very depressed looking kid like got into boxing. I don't remember what the reason was, and he just never lost. He never lost. He wanted to the championship. He just never lost. And I don't like that about stories where the like a character that just doesn't lose. Like, where's the stakes? Where's the development? Like, I know I think he had little development, but like where's the pushback? There really wasn't, and that's why I dropped it because I'm just like, it's just this character that just I know beating boxers, but what else is there to it? And for that, I'm just gonna put it at average. Just gonna put it right here. Oh my god, this is the Moon Sculptor or something. I don't remember this at all. I just know that I read it and it was all right in the beginning, and then I just forgot about it. Holy crap. Um, the beginning after the end, this was really good, and then just when the other season like came out, I just lost it. And I don't even know where to read it. First of all, let me be honest. I don't even know where to read it. It was so difficult to read it because you have to get a subscription. Nobody wants that. Let's be honest. And I just couldn't read it. And if there is a way to read it, let me know because I'll get back into it. Like because I just couldn't. But the first season, out of the first season, it was good. I would definitely put it right here. I would definitely put it right here. Demon Evolution. This is definitely top five, um, or top three, shoot, of the best manhwa I've ever read. It's really good. And it is a regressor manhwa. And yeah, it's basically a world of fin demons. And the amount of fins that the demons have, the more stronger they are. If they have two fins, they can have three fins, four fins, five fins. It goes all the way up to I think nine or eight. That's the strongest demons, and they control regions, and they're the strongest. But the main character, Aang, fought against the Crimson Fin, the Crimson Fin King, I think, and he lost. But the Crimson Fin King got betrayed by the other strong eight fin demons, and he lost against them, and he had to go inside of Aang's body, and Aang I guess regressed many. Oh no, he didn't. No, he went more forward into time. I forgot. I don't know if they explained how, but he went into the future, and now he's getting and now with the knowledge that he has, with his battle knowledge, he gets stronger with the Crimson Fin King that helps him along the way because the Crimson Fin King wants him to develop an eight fin body so that he can fully take control over Aang's body and to take over. But he needs his body to reach to where the Crimson Fin King was before, and maybe even stronger. But the manhwa art is amazing, and yeah, one of the best manhwas I've ever read. And speaking of manhwa, there is one manhwa that I have to add on here. So give me a sec. All right, there we go. I added it. So we're gonna put this one. It is really good, and I'm gonna let it keep cooking. This is the Lone Necromancer, another Necromancer manhwa, which is pretty cool. But I just got lost in it, and I just got lost along the way and just dropped it. And I would put it. I would put it right here. Well, yeah, right here for now. Northern Blade. This is, I think, a manhwa, a Muryuan manhwa. And just read this. This is amazing. The art style is absolutely amazing. The world building is great. And just the character growth of the MC is amazing. And just go read it for yourself. Do yourself a favor. Just go read it. It is just great. I would definitely put it right here. It is just great. Now this is in my opinion the best manhwa ever of all time, and if you read it you will know why it is. Magic Emperor, or there's other names for it, but I know it as Magic Emperor. This one, amazing regressor manhwa. The MC was the Demon King that got betrayed and was killed, and he regressed into just a random person's body. And just with his past knowledge and his mischievous nature, if you love a mischievous MC that just dominates in almost everything, you will love this manhwa. And this is a story where there are so many characters, so much, but it's not overwhelming. It's not just throwaway characters. It's not just to make the story look big. It's just every character is meaningful, and every character pretty much has a story. And for that, this is definitely going in great, and I would definitely put it right here. This is actually right here, dare I say. It is really good. Yep, there you go. This is my tier list. This is my Manhwa tier list. Now, obviously, this is not the perfect tier list, but I hope I can get you into some manhwas that I got into. And as I see it from here, I need to go back and read a whole bunch of manhwa, because I know that my taste is different now and that my attention span is more longer. My, like, literally, if you couldn't get my attention in like the minute, then get out of here, because I thought I had no time to waste. But yeah, y'all, do you guys have any manhwa recommendations for me? What is your top 10 favorite manhwa and manhwa? Maybe separate, maybe the same. But I wanted to make them into the same one, because I think that they are the same, but they're in different countries. But wow, dude, yeah. I know you didn't expect this. I read manhwa like crazy. I love manhwa, and it's something that a lot of people don't know about me, but this is what I do in my spare time, and I read all this manhwa. Like, this manhwa's still going. This manhwa's on a break. This one just came back. This one just came back. This one's still going. 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 This one just ended. This one just ended. This one's still going. And this one just, like, there's so many, and these ones, a lot of these are still going every day on a manhwa chapter releases, and I just have something to look forward to. It's just, that's why, if you want to get into it, please get into it, because it's awesome, and there's a wide variety of them. Doesn't really get talked about a lot. Manhwas doesn't really get talked about a lot. But yeah, you learn something new about me. I'm a manhwa nerd. But yeah, y'all, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. I hope y'all have a blessed day today. I'll see y'all in the next video.
I can't let nobody hold me back. I can't let nobody hold me back. I can't let nobody hold me back.